everybody, it's me, the Rated R Superstar Edge. And I'm here this week to host Rock the Promo. I kicked Joe Santagato to the fucking curb because he's a little piece of shit. And I'm not. I'm much bigger. Maybe still a piece of shit, but way bigger and harder to kick, if you catch my meaning. That's right, no more Joe. It is me, Edge, and I know what you're saying to yourself. Why is Nick Nolte's mugshot hosting Rock the Promo? Or better yet, maybe Edge is in the Revenant too. Bear, go fuck yourself. But what I'm here to tell you is an epic announcement that next week, Broseph Joe Brody will face Sweet Revenge one-on-one in person with special guest judge The Rock. Chew on that. So Joe couldn't be here this week. You see, he's washing one of his 3 shirts. Evidently, that's all he owns. And he's trying to work on his pet game for The Rock next week. He's gonna try and pop him out there in Vegas. But listen, I'm here to tell you what Rock the Promo is. It was hundreds of people that were sending in their wrestling promos. The Rock narrowed it down to 32 finalists. And for weeks now, we've been narrowing down those finalists with wrestling judges. People like, well, Tommy Dreamer, who voted off Sham Birdie. I am so surprised because you guys share a similar build. So it's been a long and bumpy road, and we're down to the 2 finalists. Broseph Joe Brody versus Sweet Revenge. I'm a little disappointed because Broseph Joe Brody, you aimed low in life. You didn't go for fake Undertaker or fake Razor Ramon. You went for fake Zack Ryder. And I have a feeling we're gonna see some chicken legs when you get to Vegas next week. And Sweet Revenge. Between the schmedium t-shirts and the guy that looks like Bastion Booger shit him out, I'm so confused. You guys are cooking something, but I think you're using a little mayonnaise and cooking up some ball broth, if you know what I'm saying. So now we know who the finalists are. But there was so many of you that deserve mentioning. Those of you that just didn't make the cut. So, without further ado, let's show the losers. We hardly knew ye.
The executive. Boom!
Whoa. Kind of looks like a face.
You want a piece of this shit?
Yes, I want to see the president team fat in this competition.
One man meets Joe B. Swellington. Of the American people.
Baddest, Shabazz, Shabazz.
They were talking about this guy right here.
The man with greatness written on his backside, literally.
Caldwell Abbott is always right.
They could never match my goodness.
DST is our sexiest lover!
The baddest bunny on the planet.
The director of destruction can capture my foot in your ass!
Brown butter makes everything better.
If I don't aggressively walk west for an hour a day, the Earth's rotation would slow.
Ah! Somebody ain't got no sweet tooth!
Tell your mom she better have the meatloaf ready.
You don't have the guts to meet the shocker.
No one does it better than the vacation.
You cannot stop the chops.
Look at me, I bleed red, white, and blue.
The plumber!
The IT man will turn on and turn off your career.
Roger Hansen here, Brooklyn, New York.
He's just too damn busy being Friday Night Free. God damn.
So there they were, some of our losers, unsung heroes, and some of my favorites. I'm fucking devastated that Wrestlin' Fred is not in the finals. I need some coffee. None of that decaf sadness water. I want a pumpkin spice frappuccino. I want some whipped cream that tastes like it fell at a steak pup Marshmallow Man's dick. And I know The Rock can get it done. He's gonna be the fucking president one day. Chop Sampson. It looks like you have tarantulas on the side of your face, and I want to pet them. Brown butter, you salt and peppered, bearded Zach Galifianakis-looking bastard. And Sandra D. Molish. You're like the love child of the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the Ultimate Warrior, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Steven Tyler, Elizabeth Banks, and sensational Sherry Martel. That's fucking awesome. And I just happen to be in contact with a few of the losers, and I hate using that term because we're all winners here, aren't we? It's Rock the fucking Promo. But these guys and gals had a chance to get the last word on their megastar celebrity judges that ousted them. Check it out.
Oh, hello there. Haven't seen you in a while. Yes, it's Bruce the Brewer. I've had a lot of free time on my hands since being cut from rocking the promo. I'm enjoying delicious wine. And catching up on a little bit of light reading. Just kidding! It's Bruce the Brewer. I'm still making beer, and I'm damn sure still drinking beer. That's right. Christian, the 5 seconds you were on this show were 5 seconds too long. I had to gouge my eyes out. And Broseph Joe Brody, you're using so much Axe body spray, you're gonna make this world implode. You gotta care about the environment. It's 2016, and you have to fear.
the beer.
The gods above opted to use Cody Rhodes as their messenger boy because he once held the cosmic key. But Cody, if you and I should ever cross paths, you're not gonna like what happens, and no fancy editing tricks or Ted Allen will save you. The message, however, was clear. The gods view me as their champion, and the Rock the Promo Championship belt is better left to the mortals. I am divine, I am resplendent, and there are trials on other worlds than these for me to conquer. But while I'm away, there is only one thing for you to remember. You cannot stop the chops.
What's up, my shockaholics? They asked me to catch you up on what I've been doing since I left Rock the Promo. Well, first, I want to set the record straight because Hanson said I claimed I was the first wrestling magician. That's not true. I only said I was the best. And Tommy Dreamer's advice to a wrestler was to not have a gimmick and not wear a mask. Tommy, I think you've taken one too many chair shots to the head. So what have I been doing in my free time? Well, it looks like I'm going to be headlining the Magic Castle in Hollywood, California the week of Halloween, and you can catch me Friday nights on Masters of Illusion on the CW network, which I believe is one more TV show than Tommy Dreamer's currently on. So good luck to the rest of the contestants out there because the shocker is out of here.
What has Prickly Pear been up to? Well, a lot of self-reflection, actually. As a maker of nothingness, destroyer of everything, I don't get a lot of feedback. So when Kristen rejected me, I had to think, do I make nothing? Because nothing is all I have to give. I grew a small garden. It's not much, but I'm learning a lot. I made some salsa for Joe and Dwayne. I think I'll deliver it in person. I just took Christian his gift. Christian, this was your house. Your new address is Decimation City, USA. Oh! All right, boys, I'm on my way, and it's gonna be spicy.
When I was robbed of the Rock the Promo Championship belt, I had a lot of thinking to do. I started to wonder, how many other champions out there were robbed of what was rightfully theirs? Robbed by somebody who doesn't understand what pure genius looks like, what brilliance sounds like. So Chomberry's gonna start a legal practice for those powerless victims of circumstance. Pro bono. Yeah, Santagato, he's a good guy. Yeah, bring him up. He gets one for me. Yeah, of course. Bye. You ever been forced to watch your dreams get shit on by some 90s has-been wrestler performing fellatio on some cuck and bull duo on a home cooking show? If so, give me a call. 1-800-CHOMBIRDIE-LIVES. I may not get to hoist the Rock the Promo belt over my head like I envisioned, but being the people's champ is the sweetest revenge. Chombirdie forever! Rock the Promo!
And let's talk about our megastar judges, shall we? Let's start with Christian. You voted off Brown Butter. So, our lifelong friendship, the fact that we're godfathers to each other's daughters, the 7 tag team titles, all gone. You're dead to me. And Tommy Dreamer, you hit yourself too many times with that kendo stick. You voted off some of my favorites. We have beef now. And not just the beef that you shoved down your gullet, you fat bastard. And the rest of the judges. Hurricane, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle. I mean, you took this shit seriously, huh? You're like fucking Judge Judy up there. And Vicky, still looking good, honey. And Joe, you got the nice little GQ beard. You're getting it all trimmed up for The Rock next week. You're gonna fat your eyelashes at him. I get it. But I like you, kid. You're doing a good job. Here's some more highlights from our megastar judges. And Joe.
Hey. Who's moving on and who's moving back in with mom? Who's using their tears as lubricant tonight? Who's writing a long Facebook status that no one gives a shit about?
If you want to beat someone's ass because they're irritating, they're doing the right thing.
This guy probably bros his dad.
It's rather warm in here. Can I get some water?
Who's having whiskey for breakfast? Blame the whole thing on their parents. And who's gonna fish for compliments by posting selfies on Instagram? Trick question, it's me. Becky, where's my shoes? This is one tough sister fucker, let me tell you.
I will 69 your wife, and there ain't nothing you can do.
He's like an angry boner dressed as a hot dog. Did you see that ass in the first second of the promo? I just paused the video, I didn't watch the rest of it.
Hands down, slam dunk, choke slam.
He sounds like Jabba the Hutt trying to drown his sorrows in a Long John Silver's. Who's gonna talk shit about me in the comments? Whose stepdad makes them call him dad? Who's watching virtual reality porn? Which sounds like a pretty dope consolation prize, by the way.
I even like your face. I do, it reminds me of me. It's very punchable.
I gotta be honest, I don't know how you beat a guy who claims that he shits trees.
I have plunged a person's penis. I had to stop at some point. You know, sometimes you gotta be PG.
I'm a little horny right now, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if that's weird or not.
What the? What's going on there, man?
Who's going back to living vicariously through their children? Who's gonna Snapchat themselves taking a dump? Who's going home, putting on a dress and taking it off slow for no reason?
Really? We're moving on to the Final Four. Sense of occasion. Put on a fucking suit.
I think there's something that's being left out, something we don't know.
There's no hand jobs in wrestling. Just one. And what now? You guys are probably gonna show this. So
Who's lying about their height on Tinder? Who's going back to never, ever using their philosophy degree? Who's making their own contest called Fuck the Santagato? I know exactly how it feels to have a bunch of people hate you. How do you think I got this job?
Now let's take a look at our 2 finalists who scratched, clawed, gnashed their teeth all the way to the finals. Here's the road. We'll bring a tear to your eye, Will.
I'm Broseph Joe Brody, bro.
This is CC Macchiato, here with the stud muffin, and together we are Sweet Revenge.
I'll show up to your door with a dozen broses, a carton of protein powder. We'll hit the gym, enjoy a romantic dinner for 2.
And when I hit you with muffin top drop, you best believe it's gonna be like Jessica Fletcher, Murder, She Wrote.
The rules explicitly state in no jabronis.
I was born in the heat, bitch!
Slavery has gone against our right to bear arms.
As presidents of this wrestling nation, we will end all talentless inflation.
Together we are
Sweet Brolition.
Roger Hansen here. Alrighty then.
You see, your whole gimmick is whack to me. It's like Jim Carrey is saying, give my style back to me.
Wrestling Fred? Wow, real original name, bro. I can literally apply your gimmick to anything. There's filming Mark. There's eating Jim.
And that's the way the cookie rumbles.
Did I just blow your mind?
God damn you. Fuck, I told myself I wouldn't do this. Fuck. Okay, personally, I think this is Broseph Joe Brody's competition to lose, so Sweet Revenge, I'm talking to you. There's 2 of you. Use it to your advantage, and your writing has been great so far, but get ready to ad-lib. And know who your judge is. In case you didn't know, it's fucking Rock. Kind of a big deal. So it all boils down to this. Next week in Vegas, where it's gonna be hotter than the devil's asshole, you're gonna have The Rock, Joe, Sweet Revenge, and Broseph Joe Brody going face to face with The Rock judging. There's gonna be a championship belt for the winner to hang in their cardboard box under the bridge downtown. Because we know you're unemployed, we get it. I know I'm not gonna be here. It's gonna be Joe, because I have a fucking life. Toodaloo.